Hello, my name is Perry Donishkari. I'm the president of MCA Incorporated. MCA makes your company more productive by applying lean engineering, manufacturing, and service processes.
From technological breakthrough to innovative business strategies, from manufacturing to e-commerce, from telecommunications to the home computer. On World Business Review with Alexander Haig.
Welcome to World Business Review. I'm Alexander Haig. Finding ways to save time and money by doing a little research is our next topic for review. Here for this discussion is Dr. Perry Donishkari, president of MCA Inc. Welcome. We're delighted to have you on the show, Perry.
Thank you very much, Al.
Now, Perry, what primary problem is MCA solving for companies in today's complex economic times?
The main concentration we have is on reduction of waste, especially in the intangible areas where typically companies cannot see or make visible. And that allows them, by reduction of waste and improving the throughput, to be more productive, and because of that, more profitable.
Now, how does MCA differ from a traditional consulting firm today?
Well, a typical consulting firm would let you believe that they know how to do your work. We don't do that. We don't know how to do the company's work. We are not an electrical contractor. We are not a hospital. We are not a bank. However, the principles that we apply are just like the principles of physics. Force is equal mass times acceleration. If you don't believe it, you go on top of a 10-story building and jump to see if you hit the ground. There are principles that we follow that are independent of the industry, that we have learned throughout the industry, that helps companies, for the managers to formulate how best they can reduce waste in their system.
For more on this increasingly important subject, let's go to this World Business Review field report.
Running a business in this new millennium is no walk in the park. As a matter of fact, it's a difficult journey. Many of today's challenges are causing executives to seek specialized help.
I'm an entrepreneur, and entrepreneurs tend to go so far, and then they have an inability to be able to take the next step. And in order to do that, we had to find somebody who was capable of coming in and interacting with us to be able to take my entrepreneurial skills and my son's managerial skills and take them to the next level.
Of course, not all consulting firms are alike, and it's critical to find one that suits a company's specific needs. The bottom line here, pure and simple, is results.
We have a great bunch of people in this organization, and to be able to get them to buy into the change and become interactive and understand what was going to be done, it took a tremendous amount of communications.
For consultants themselves, being armed with truly effective methods is of great advantage.
MCA takes a non-consulting approach. What we operate under is we try to apply the principles, proven principles from different industry in various industries, so the companies can build their own operational model. That's a non-consulting approach. We are more of a research and implementation. We help them to implement those principles, adapting to their operating models, which enables them to be very unique than the next company.
With Perry and his team being in here, helping us develop ourselves to the next level, it made a tremendous difference in my life. It made me more strategic. They shoved me aside and tell me that I'm supposed to be one of the guys that's supposed to develop the future. I'm not supposed to be the hands-on guy that makes decisions every day. And it's working that way.
While old yet superior methods can form the basis for a new system, in order for a company to truly succeed, it needs something more. For World Business Review, I'm Bruce Castor reporting.
Now, Perry, how does MCA work inside of a company?
Well, primarily, the first thing we do an assessment of a company or a segment of the company that they may have issues with. And that assessment puts us in a position to be able to help the company materialize what the management wants from them. In other words, we create teams. Examples of it are the ones that has been used in Nissan or GE or GM. The same approach we use. We create teams from within the company to enable the company to make the changes from the worker bee's perspective. So it sticks with them. It's no longer ours, it becomes theirs. Yeah.
Good. Now, from your experience, what types of system waste and inefficiencies are most common in today's business?
That goes across the board. There are system design inefficiencies. For example, invisibility of the system, not recognizing what is really happening in the process, especially in the intangible area. Banking, insurance, hospitals, construction, anything that has a lot to do with intangible movement of knowledge and information. It's really something that we haven't paid attention enough to. Where in the tangible area we have done a great job in the last decade or two, but in the intangible area, government work, for example, there's a lot of intangible work that is being done, but since it's not being visible, people cannot improve it.
Very good. Now, please share some redesign success stories with our viewers.
Well, the one that comes in mind right away is very recently we worked with a large bank. And we started with a small business lending area. And again, I'm not a banker. I'm a professor. And what happens is that it used to take them 3 to 5 weeks to produce a small business loan at a cost of about $1,500 to $2,000. After the redesign, which it took us about a period of 2 months for the first pilot and another 2 months for the second pilot, which a total of 4 to 6 months. It takes them right now about 2.6 hours to do the same thing that took them 3 to 5 weeks. Costs dropped down to about $700. They're producing 5 times as many loans with 20% less people.
That's very impressive.
That is one of the fastest processes in any banking in the United States.
Very good. Now, how does a company keep employees from resisting the change and suggestions that you're making?
The key is here, we have historically tried to, in management consulting, we have historically tried to convince the employees about how the management thinks. We have put that upside down from the learnings we have done from Jack Welch's approach. We are trying to have the management to understand their people. So by doing that, we include the people in the design. People are part of a design, they see their fingerprint on it, so it sticks with them.
Okay, now how can a CEO benefit from working with MCA?
The CEOs primarily benefit for us, we draw the future for them. For example, if an automotive industry have been successful in using Six Sigma, how could a bank use a Six Sigma? How could a hospital use a Six Sigma? Insurance company, construction company. We draw that future for them. And then CEO's role is to translate that future into their mission and vision, which we then help create that fundamental inclusion of the people into that. That means CEO, we draw the future for them. CEO translates it into the vision and mission of the company, which would translate into their bottom line, and then we work with his people to put it in place.
And you bring a universal principle and apply it to specific cases and tailor it for those cases.
Exactly.
Now, can you provide us a brief overview of the research you've conducted and where it's been published?
Well, we have done research for various industries. The most recent research we are doing is for construction industry. Primarily the reason is that national average on productivity in last 10 years has gone up by 2.7, 3.9% a year, where construction has actually either stagnated or gone backward. The price of construction is going up. So we started doing a lot of research on how to be more productive. For example, in electrical contracting, which is the subcontracting of construction, they spend up to about 40% of their labor time on moving material, which is non-value added. So how can that waste be reduced? And all that publication since 1997 is housed with Electri 21, which is the foundation arm of National Electrical Contracting Association. Russ Alessi is the president of that organization, and they have been granting more than 8 research per year to better the electrical contracting. And we are also doing